Shalom, this is David.
And this is Jeff.
And we are playing Xexyz, and that starts great. So this is the island of the Volcano, which is essentially the last regular level of the game, in quotes.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I could feel the air quotes.
That's pro dodge right there. This particular level, because
that was a damage boost, saving time.
Kinda, on accident, but yes. At this point, I recorded the rest of the game all in one sitting, so I am somewhat competent at the game at this point. But this gives us...
you've reached, the Xexyz zone.
As far as I'm concerned, yes. Now, We have just gotten the final attack item in the game, which is laser. It's essentially a machine gun, which is great.
It is less lasery than I was hoping it would be.
Yeah. But it's the only weapon in the game that's not some sort of ball, moon ball or something like that. Now, this I did to prove that you can hit the purple Kirby monster with your... I don't even know what part of your hitbox it matters hits it, but you can jump on top of it and you go straight up.
Convenient.
Yes. I remember how I said that the Typhoon was utterly useless from whenever, 2 episodes, 1 episode, 6 months ago, whenever we recorded last.
6 months ago when you last did one of these?
Yeah, it turns out it's super useful right here. You just don't have to worry about the falling red rain, and this is the game saying, hey, this boss is hard, and the game's not lying to you.
Hint. The hint is, hey, it's pretty hard.
Yep.
Okay, good luck, bye.
So the thing with...
it looks like the laser is kind of a piece of crap.
Actually, the laser does the most damage per second of any weapon in the game.
Okay.
Against bosses
skill to aim? Is that the real problem?
That's part of it.
Okay.
I mean, the murder ball is better for areas like this where you're dealing with incidental enemies, but it does crazy high damage if you hit people with it, which, duh. But now, what the volcanoes do have a pattern for how they shoot out the rocks. I don't know what it is, but they do. So the boss of this area is really hard. They weren't lying. How many times do you think I died to the boss?
300 or 400 times.
300 or 400.
300 or 400 times.
Well, your faith in me is astonishing, so thank you. Also, the lake of fire down there.
Literally 10 times more than the first time you fought Manus.
Yes. So just as a heads up, the lake of fire down there is not like the lake of water from the last level or so. It's legit pain and death. So don't.
But not instant death?
It's instant death. It's a pit.
Oh, it is instant death. Okay, a pit.
So, ow.
A little hiccup there.
Alright, so this is the last Devil George Washington. And the laser would actually make really short work of him if I could, hit buttons right. Because it does great damage per second if you can, hit with it.
Yay! Eventually.
Yeah, so, I was hitting the wrong button. And we're back. This mechanic castle...
It was quite a long jump there, just kind of freeze-framed in air. It's just so weird.
Yeah.
It was like the ending of a movie.
Yes. Now, you'd think that was editing, but no, that's just what happens when you paused. I did take a save state right there, just in case I game overed. Essentially because all gaming over does is you lose a bunch of your energy boxes balls. And I would just have to grind them up again, and I don't want to do that.
I understand.
So, another fun thing, there are a whole lot of side paths in this area. One of them tells you that the boss's weakness is his throat. Also, you don't actually have to exit these to go down them. So I just decided to have some fun and get hit a lot.
Well, it's about time.
No, by the end I was actually, except for the boss of this area, I actually enjoyed this game. That down there is just a upgrade for your weapon.
Okay.
Alright, so remember how every castle had its own ship?
Oh, it's just the
It's just the fish. We are no longer getting new vehicles. Well, there's one more. There's one more new vehicle. Well, technically two, but we'll hit that one when we come to it.
Okay, got it. So you don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's different. None of these in-castle sections have new vehicles.
Okay.
Now, do you remember what the firing pattern for the airfish was?
Nope.
I'll remind you, it's one of the useless ones. Also,
straight
bombs.
up?
Yeah, it's just straight up.
Okay.
I remembered I had bombs.
Congratulations.
So, fun fact, those tanks look like they can only shoot forward. They totally shoot back when you get in line with them.
Yeah, they totally can.
Also, the tongue blocks that shoot at you, if you even kind of touch the top of them, you take damage. And fine control is not very good when you have high speed. So
that is the danger of high speed. That's why if you're playing Gradius, just 3 speed ups and you're good.
You don't need all of them.
You go towards 5, and then you're just asking for trouble.
Right. So that didn't work. And we're back. And I have just as much health, and it's great, and I'm not going to die. Oh, wait.
Wait, you said something about not dying. I think that you might have been lying.
I said I died a lot to the boss. I didn't say I didn't also die throughout the rest of the run, because I did. A lot. I will say that, and this is dumb, but this level is significantly more difficult, and so is the boss, than the next one. So, I don't know. Also, those spiders up there deal a lot of damage. I'm also forgetting to hit up when I jump. There we go.
Almost.
Oh, there he goes.
Okay. Yep.
And then I go right back up because I don't know. I was like, I'm just gonna...
really wanted to be absorbed into the ceiling.
I just decided...
I like how the room up has, a bottomless pit, but there's clearly just a ceiling here.
Well, I mean...
Unless we're interpreting that as, like, going just to a different...
I think they're just supposed to be, like,
entirely.
vacuum tubes or something, so...
In non-contiguous, okay.
So, as it turns out, these life pellets respawn. Didn't know that. Which, considering the next level, there are rooms that I knew existed that should have told me that the life pellets respawn, but...
But due to,
me being a moron...
observational skills.
Yes. Also, you're like, alright, I'm gonna do it. Got that guy, spider! You just can't avoid it. Alright, so, this boss, I'm sure has some name, like all the other bosses. This boss is a whole lot of swear words that I'm not going to say out loud because I don't want to swear that loudly. So his throat is that little thing that I'm hitting exactly right there. So he moves around in a set pattern as far as I can tell. When he shoots is somewhat random. The fireballs move faster than the lightning. And when both of them fire is completely random. The lightning is easier for me to avoid, so I stab here, keep firing, just try to dodge until I kill it.
I see. Or he kills you.
Well, yes, that happens maybe a lot, but I'm starting to get a little bit more into the swing of things, ish. So that's 2. The thing is, you can only take from 3. You can only take from full health 3 hits, and then you die. And you can get hit real quick by this guy. That's 4. 5. Now, bear in mind, over the course of recording this and a few other sections, 7, I had to beat this guy 4 times. 8. And this is me going down there to show why I don't do that. 9. 10. Alright. Spoil it for you. This is the run that made it.
All right. Finally.
So I died 10 times. This video was originally 20-something minutes long. So I cut out, of the 5 minutes that I cut out, almost all of it was here. The biggest downside to laser as a weapon is that sound. That's all you hear.
I see.
You hear the bass?
It is kind of monopolizing the
audio track.
I guess
I got, at this point I would like to point out, I got really... channel? There you go. And I beat him. I'd like to point out by the end of it, I got really good at dodging. Like, I knew exactly how big his hitbox was. I promptly forgot that, but I knew it for this fight. So now we're going to Xexyz Castle in the most adorable cyborg rider that I kind of had problems jumping in. All right. It's Turtle.
It is a turtle.
We're in the Turtle. We're actually going into space.
Space Turtle.
Which, if I remember correctly, one of the informants tells you if you get all 5 4-stars, you can go into space. I don't know why that group of enemies despawns, but it always does. Without exception.
It's probably the Space Turtle watching out for you.
I like the Space Turtle. Space Turtle's awesome. So, for the first time in one of these sections, there's a ground. There's a floor under you that they can put stuff on.
Finally, now that you're in outer space...
Yes.
There's ground beneath you.
Yes. There are a lot more of these Matryoshka dudes.
Little tiny turtle.
Yep, little tiny turtle.
Turtle option.
I really wish you could get a third turtle. Like, that would just be the best. The little turtle does not drop bombs as much as I wish it did. It's... I don't know. It's adorable and amazing.
Scroll up the screen.
Yeah. I don't think that will kill you, because the only instant death thing in this game is pits. It'll probably just deal damage to you, and then you just get pushed through whatever the object is. So, like all of these sections, the secret is go to the top and just bounce up and down from the very top. So, this is the only instance in the game of a rocket punch.
Aww.
Also, this area is really hard, or this boss is really hard to fight because of sprite flicker. So half of those shots I can't see. So that's fun. I didn't make it to the boss, but wait, I did.
Well, you kind of did. Your decaying corpse did.
So we're gonna watch this whole thing one more time because I do feel like making you suffer somewhat. But this is
how about I just cut this out because we already saw this and no one wants to watch it again.
Fine. This is ideally how you do this section where nothing can shoot you because they keep hitting obstacles. Yeah, this boss is actually really, really easy. On my practice run, I didn't get hit by him once and just killed him the first try. So...
Space Turtle's like, meow, meow, meow,
meow, meow, meow. So, this is Xexyz Castle. Or just sort of planet, whichever.
Space Fortress, or?
Yeah, you'll see a better view of it later. Next time in Let's Play Xexyz.
So, Karma Fortress, got it.
Kinda, yeah. Kinda, yeah. But, yeah, this is just the competent quote-unquote playthrough, where I decided to start holding the Nintendo controller like I've seen speedrunners do it, and which...
The grip?
The claw grip, yeah.
The claw grip.
It, Oh, I just figured out why those sprites despawn. Because there are too many sprites on the screen for the Matryoshka enemies to pop up, and they need 3 sprites for that, so they erase 3 sprites.
Alright then.
That's cool. I don't know why I have this absolute need to grab every power-up on the screen even after I'm done getting them, but I do.
It's very tempting.
It's like when we're doing Dark Souls, and I know what that item is. I know I don't want that item, but I still have to get it because it's right there.
Gotta get shiny.